Hello, welcome to another episode of What Was Said podcast. You know, this is your boy Vontae here, or What Was Said, or Big Mouth Said Too Much, whatever you remember the most, and whichever flows off your tongue the fastest. I know this is a lot of noise in your ear, me banging this microphone, and not in a good way, okay? But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and I finally got me a YouTube channel. And y'all, please forgive me for not posting as much. Please forgive me because at the end of the day, I am only human. Okay, like that song say. I mean, I am Superwoman or whatever she said. But yeah, I'm only human right now, so it's only me. I'm a one man show, so I'm trying to do what I can in the little time that I have that's allotted to me, which I try to compact a lot. And I can't say I need to stay focused on my podcast because I'm gonna tell y'all throughout, this episode of why I haven't been doing what I was doing. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to it. Like I said, thank y'all for liking, sharing, subscribing. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm going to do better with posting and sharing and doing what I got to do because other people are getting more famous than me. And I make more sense than some of the others that you follow and listen to because some people are just speaking out the side of their necks, their backs, their butts, their asses. Obviously, got to be their ass because their opinion is shit. Okay? But like I said, thank y'all for doing what y'all doing and being faithful to me, okay? Because when I get big, I'm gonna look out for those that looked out for me, okay? I really appreciate it and I love it. Y'all near and dear to my heart. The ones that are listening and the ones that are continue to listen, and then the ones that are getting others to listen, the ones that are new listeners. Thank you, new listeners, old listeners, everybody listeners. Thank you, okay? But I need to change the word, okay? Because I say that too much. But I normally start my podcast off with a little random question. If it's just me, just a random question. If it's guests, I'll get them to spin that little wheel. But since it's just me, it's a random question. I thought about it today, and it was, what would the world be like without music? And I can say, if the world didn't have music, I want to know where I would be because music is my life. I live and breathe it. Like, all I listen to is nothing but oldie but goodies that tells my age. Some 90s, 2000s, a little bit of now, like light on the now, like sprinkle on the now. Like that's what it is. Like it's nothing heavy because I just feel like the now music is a hit or a miss. A hit or a miss. The late Michael Jackson is gone, so we don't have nobody really spewing out good music. But I feel like life without music, I would go insane. Like literally. They said it in that song, Baby, I would go insane. What that song was it Casey and JoJo? I would go crazy. No, I think it was Backstreet. I don't know. I ain't about to wrap my brain about it because it's an old song. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll go insane. I'll go crazy. That's all I remember. But this next the topic I'm gonna talk about, it's a bunch of different topics all up in one. But it's called What Was Thoughts, and it's not what you thinking. Okay, it's not what was thoughts. Because it could be thoughts that was thoughts that became better people, just like these topics. But I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown on my life update. And basically, my life is going good. Everything is going good, and I'm doing fine. I'm like, my mental health is mental health, and if that makes some noise, I mean, if that makes some noise, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm taking therapy. That's going good, but I feel like honestly, I think I'm out therapying my therapist because some of this stuff I feel like Vonta, do you really need to come here for this stuff? Because you could do this on your own. You just giving her free money, and are you taking up time on her day where she could be doing something else other than listening to your problems? You're correcting your own problems while you're sitting here talking to her. So are you out doing your therapist? Are you out thanking your therapist or out therapying your therapist? Like, because I feel like if she really want to get deep down into, I feel like you're gonna need therapy for my therapy. Okay, you're gonna need to see somebody because I got a lot that I gotta unpack, and I don't know if I'm ready to unpack it all because I can't even trust the floor at a rock climbing wall, and I was only 2 inches off the floor, and the man said fall back. I could not fall back. I was only 2 inches off the ground, and I still couldn't fall back and trust the floor. So if I can't trust the floor, who can I trust? Like, I gotta work on it, and I need to get it. But I'm just going on and on. But yeah, I'm glad I'm in therapy. And about the podcast. Yeah, I've been having like some doubts about it because I be seeing a lot of people and their podcast is flourishing and doing it just like okay, mine gonna do what it's gonna do in due time. Like I just gotta push myself and keep pushing myself to become the better podcaster that I can be and the radio host that I'm going to be because trust and believe I'm just not gonna be podcasting in my house no more. I'll be podcasting everywhere. Y'all gonna hear this voice any and everywhere, and y'all gonna hear my topics because trust and believe this is a good show, and I can say I live and breathe this stuff, and I'm coming for that number one spot in my ludicrous voice, like scheme plot. Why not? Like I'm coming for that number one spot. I'm spot. Lord, can't even talk. My words running together. But yeah, I feel like my podcast is the best because my podcast topics are original. It's authentic. It's me. And when you see a blooper, you gonna see it because at the end of the day, it's my show. I'm giving you the real stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and skate over these topics like some podcasters do. I'm gonna go dive deep in it and get to the root of what it is and finding a solution, and we gonna get right back out of it. Okay, we gonna dive in and get right back out. Okay, some people like to dip a toe. I like to put the whole foot in, then you go ahead and subvert yourself to get out. Okay, but yeah, I just got to get my confidence back with this podcasting and everything. And I'm getting it back slowly but surely. But I can't say now that I'm back working two jobs. And I wish I really didn't have to work two jobs. But the way this economy is going, I got to. And that's on another subject. But yeah, I'm working these two jobs so I can get back to school so I can get this podcast turned into a radio station. Okay, it's gonna be there, and y'all gonna hear more of me. So I feel like the more that I'm doing, the more I gotta push myself to do more work because the podcast gonna have to slow down depending on what I'm doing. But I know I got to keep it going, and my social media presence is silent right now because there's just so much that I want to do, and it's so little time, and I want to get some sleep and do this and this editing stuff for your podcast. It ain't easy. It's a lot of work. Like I got a friend to help me out, and shout outs to Looney. He helped me out or whatever, and he told me it takes hours, and I believe it. And I'm like, do I have the time and the patience? I will have to have an Adderall to sit here to do the editing because it's that much that goes on behind it. But yeah, I gotta, bone up on my social media presence and do what I gotta do because I gotta bring this podcast back. But other than that, the other thing that happened in my life, y'all, I know at the big age that I am right now, I shouldn't still be getting scammed like I do. But I feel like I only help certain people because I feel like okay, will somebody help me? And then I'm looking at it like, on the nasty side, I do want to mess with them. So let me see if I get them some money. Will they come to me? But I feel like it's deep down dealing with. I got some issues. I really got some issues because if I'm sitting here still helping people out at this big grown age, and I need to be telling people no when it comes to scamming and giving up money, like because if I gotta pay you to link, then why are we linking up? Okay, if I gotta give you money out of my pocket, I work for this, and you feel like you can do the bare minimum and just say your little sob story and say, oh yeah, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that for. I understand if you're giving sex for money by any means. I'm not knocking your hustle. Do what you do. At least complete the task. That's all I'm saying. Complete the task. Don't just say you're giving up the sex and don't do it and then you scam a person because I feel like this. Don't get mad when that person do something crazy to you because you scammed them out of their money. Because I feel like, why are scammers victims? How did y'all go from scammers to victims in the same sentence? Like, you can't be a scammer and a victim in the same time. It's like as soon as you come for them and say some rude shit, oh, they coming at you sideways. I'm like, hold on. Now you've been a narcissist and a victim at the same time. And all the other words, I mean, I could be wrong, but how are you a victim? When you scammed me, I'm the victim. You took my money. Yeah, I was stupid for believing in you, but you sold me on a story. I believed it. I was gullible. And you sit here playing victim because I'm coming at you for saying I want my money back. You broke bitch. Calling you whatever out your name. And I was trying not to cuss on this podcast, but this topic is serious to me. But I just feel like, why scam? Why scamming? You can work hard to get the same money. Because the thing is, if you scamming, you got to scam 4 and 5 people to keep doing the same thing. Then you got to keep hearing people bitching and complaining about you scamming. Like, I don't got time for that. I don't got the patience because I fuss back with any and everybody and I ain't got time. And I can't say this person I really want to fuss them. I'm fuss them. Fuss them out and fight because I feel like everybody that scam me, I really want to get you. Like, I really want to. I really want to have my one on one with you one day. And hopefully, y'all catch me on a good day or a bad day or whichever day. I'm going to stay ready. Okay? I stay ready. It's not to get ready. I'm Aries. We always ready. So, you can't catch me. But yeah, that shit just pissed me off. And then I can't say that really hurt my feelings because I'm just like, I seem desperate. That's what it was. I felt like I'm desperate. I was being real desperate because I'm lonely. I don't got nobody. And that horny monster was riding my back, okay? More than an itch. And I just can't believe it. Like, I was lonely and desperate, and I just tried to see what I could do. And just like, now I know the Lord telling me, Vontae, you don't need to be out here giving people money for sex. Like, for what? They got a job. They got to work. They can work. The same money that you get giving them, they can get too, plus more. If you really want to do make extra money, make a OnlyFans and play with yourself. Do what you do. Get people to subscribe, but don't be scammers on that OnlyFans because I just don't understand how this site is still surviving and they live and breathe no refunds because I done tried multiple times because I know I was a heavy subscriber at one point in time to some people and I forget. I'm human, I forget. And I forgot to hit the unsubscribe once you after you paid. And they took money out my account and they was not trying to give up that money. They was saying that they was saying whatever they was saying in that message. And y'all know me. I was not agreeing with it because I said this way. Companies gonna do what they gonna do and protect themselves. We as a consumer, we don't have no leg to stand on. They just say, hey, you should have turned it off when you got it and da 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 da. But I still feel like it's still no exceptions. If I don't want it and the person is not giving up the good quality that I deserve or that I'm spending my money for, I'm leaving and I need my money back. Like I shouldn't have to suffer and keep getting them. They get paid for crappy content. Like, heck no. If it ain't what it didn't need to be, if you only posted 10-second videos and I subscribed to what I thought I was gonna see, that just like you asking a man that create a I about to say, yeah, the man that you asking a man that create a Picasso and he give you a whole different thing. It ain't what you thought it was gonna be. Like no, if I ask for one thing, I want that one thing. And if you get saw me on a false hope, I need my money back, and you need to suffer. Y'all, they need to have broke pockets just as well as the subscription networks also need to have broke pockets. I don't understand why everybody in the chokehold for Netflix. Like, why y'all in the chokehold for Netflix, Hulu, Saturn, Showtime, anything? I'm sorry. If I don't got the money, I ain't paying you. And I will go broke and not pay no subscriptions. I would rather read a book than watch subscription networks. Like, I don't understand how y'all people in these subscription networks put y'all in a chokehold like that. Like, no, you make the money. Don't let it make you. Y'all doing a reverse players club. Like, when we gon' I swear these jobs are really making a bitch out of us because at the end of the day, we work for them. We apply for them. When is we gonna stand up? Like, I'm saying it now. When is we gonna stand up to them? Because this is really ridiculous. And I'm going on and on. I went from one topic to the next real quick. But just like I said about the scamming, yeah, I was scammed real hard. And I was mad about that. But I'm going to get over it. I just know I ain't doing that no more. I'm sorry. I'm glad I'm working 2 jobs so I don't got to worry about being lonely and horny no more. Because now when I'm lonely and horny, I get to spend an unnecessary money that I don't even need to spend. That money could be going to something else better, to some kids in Africa or something. Somebody over there, that lonely dog that's in the street, the cat, the monkey, that I don't know, somewhere that money could have went to a better cause than somebody else that don't need it. And speaking on people, going people with this little scam and stuff, and also I don't understand why everybody's using everybody for money. For one, I'm never gonna use nobody for money if I can work for it. If I gotta go out here and work two jobs, I'm doing it. I'm not about to sit here and scam one person, one person, one person. Because I don't have the patience and the energy, and there's just so much negativity. Because karma's gonna hit your ass. Because all the people that you scam, somebody gonna catch you slipping one day, and I don't mean on a wet floor. Like they're gonna catch you. But I just I just can't do it because I don't got the time or the patience or the energy. Like I have other things to do in my life, and scamming ain't one of them. Okay, what Jay Z said. But speaking on that, I was gonna start on OnlyFans, but it's out there. I created it. I ain't post nothing. And sorry to the person that subscribed and they didn't get their money's worth. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking. I don't know. And if I do, y'all won't see this lovely face. You won't see this lovely face. It will be covered. Okay? Tattoos covered, face covered, everything covered. Man, you won't even know it's me because it's not gonna be nothing connected to me. I'm gonna be the silent, marauder, silent moaners. Like it's gonna be silent, okay? It's gonna be one of those 1960 films where you don't see nothing. You see but you don't hear. Okay, pretend you're deaf for a moment. Just imagine what I would sound like moaning in your ear. Okay, but I just really thought about it. But I don't know. It just all in time. If my life permits it, I would do it. If it don't, you might not see, because I got videos out there, but I ain't about to post them because I'm a horny person. But y'all, I'm a little geek. I'm a little geek on the low. So you can just imagine. You can just imagine what I did. And speaking on other things you can imagine, I can imagine that I can't believe that Aunt Bon V was speaking about August Alsina. Now, this is going to be my last little topic of the episode of What Was Thoughts, because I thought about a lot today. But I just wanted to touch on that because that was really near and dear to my heart. Because, for one, I don't understand why people don't mind their business. Like, how can you talk about somebody else's sin? For one, there's no sin greater than the other. If the Lord was going by the sins of every single individual, heaven will be empty and hell will be overpopulated. So if we're talking about sins, then obviously we would all be in hell sitting side by side, one way ticket, okay? First class, coach, air, whatever, it's gonna be heavily packed, okay? And heavy on the heavily. I was just like, I don't get it. Like, and she's talking about God not liking him for what he's saying. And I'm like, lady, you had sex out of wedlock. You can't talk about nobody's sin, and you all your kids you want married to each and every baby daddy that you slept with. I was here because my mama didn't marry my baby daddy. I mean, ooh, I'm here because my mama didn't marry my father. So that goes to show you all of us gonna be going to one special place, and I hope it's heaven. Okay? They said the Lord died for our sins. Did y'all forget that? We all lie. That's a sin. When you lying to your boss saying you not coming in to work today because you want to get your toes done, you want to get your feet done, you want to do something extracurricular that don't refer to work. So what you do? You lie to get out of work. That's a sin. So you should check yourself before you sit here and spew out this stuff. Everybody want to talk about being gay is the top tier sin. There's no sin greater than the other. Sin is sin. Love is love. Mind your business, because at the end of the day, when these two people have sex, they don't hit up your line and say, hey, can I use your body parts to make love? Like, they don't use your lips to kiss. They don't use your vagina to get I was gonna finish the sentence, but yeah, they don't use your vagina for that, and they don't use your dingaling for the other part. So it's like, why can't we just mind our own business? Because at the end of the day, when they're having sex, you're not involved. So why are you worried about what somebody else is doing with their body parts? Are you mad that you ain't doing it with their body parts? We can have a whole body party. I guess that's what Sierra was talking about. But that's enough on little Hot Bob V in that little situation, because that really got on my nerves, and that really bothered me, because just mind your business. Like, because what they say, what they eat don't make you poop. And I'm being PG-13 with it. And thoughts on, oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about was Chloe Bailey album. Her song, Want Me, that is my jam. And I'm gonna add that to the end of this video, okay? Because that's my song. I got to. And then that is it on this episode. And I'm going to post these episodes. I gotta get on a good schedule, so it's gonna be either, like I said on other episodes, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, whichever one I stay steady with. I'm gonna let y'all know on each recording which one I stand on. And I can say, like I said, these episodes with me, it's a little bit short because I don't want to talk y'all ear off and talk y'all head off because I know y'all got other things to do out there just as well as I do. I squeezed this podcast in today and I wasn't gonna do it, but the Lord told me to do it and I got it. I do it to it, to it, to it, okay? And my cherish voice, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for following me. Like, share, subscribe to my podcast and do whatever you can to get me out there, to get me growing so you can hear me more. Okay, if you support me, I support you, and you know it's genuine over here because I'm an Aries. We loyal as hell at all sides. And if you want to be a guest on my show, just hit up any of my social media platforms. Any of them, I'm going to respond because I'm gonna see it some way somehow. And if you want to send me a voicemail or if you need advice, send it to 757-957. What is it? 757-957-5290. And you can leave anything you want up there. Okay, it's gonna be anonymous. And I am gone. Okay, not gone forever, but I'm just temporarily disappearing.